What is going on, my lovely people? Oh man, it is so beautiful here in North Carolina. I'm just sitting out here chilling for a moment, just like trying to take it in, you know what I'm saying? Because if any of y'all know, like if you're a mobile notary or if you have a business at all, if you do hair, you sometimes can just take for granted like being outside, being in nature, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to move about like how you want to, because you in your grind, you in your hustle mode, you know what I'm saying? So I just said, Nikki, you can go in that house and be doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I could be doing, but mainly I made all my important phone calls for the day. But I just said, let me take a moment, because that's what we sometimes forget to do as business owners, as people in general. We forget to just slow it down a little bit, pump our brakes, and just take it easy. I've been ripping running since my eyes opened wide this morning, and I mean going. And now I said, nope, I just need to take it easy, enjoy this weather, because they're calling for like rain in a couple days, and it's going to drop back kind of cold again. But it is February, about to be March, and I'm just sitting here reflecting on my life and just thinking about things, and of course scrolling on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Them just some of the channels I be on, just scrolling, just seeing what's going on. It's just so much going on. You can kind of get overwhelmed with things, and sometimes not consciously being aware that we could let that stuff, come on us, you know what I'm saying, get in our spirit and bother us at times. You have to realize that sometimes you be happy, you be in a good mood, and then you get on social media and all of a sudden you see something, hear something, and it triggers you. I always talk in my Facebook group to all the ladies in there, my work from home Facebook group, about triggers and how to be mindful of triggers and what you could do, you know what I'm saying, to prevent yourself from being triggered. You know what I'm saying? If you know a certain type of people, places, or things that trigger you, you need to be very cautious and very protective of that to keep yourself away from that. Hey, Robin. Hey, SWAT, Suede, Scoop, how you doing? Too Famous. Hey, Too Famous, how y'all doing? Yes, I'm just, like I said, I'm just sitting in here chit-chat with you all today. I only have, y'all came in here for notary stuff. I only have one closing today, and that's by purpose. That was intentionally on purpose. I could have had multiple closings today. I haven't gotten any phone calls for general notary work. I purposely made it that I originally was supposed to be off today. That means just did family stuff, me stuff, whatever needed to be done stuff. But I accepted one closing for today. And like I said, that was on purpose. That was very much on purpose. That's why I didn't, I didn't want to book myself, because later on in the week, I'm going to be booking myself. I have a number of closings this week. So, but like I said, today, I just needed to just chill, take a breather, and just think about life and what I wanted and where my future is. Like, 2025 is my year to renew my commission. And I know a lot of people like, Nikki, are you going to renew? Are you going to continue doing this, loan signing part of it? Or you continue being a notary? What's your thoughts? What's your opinions? And sometimes, what I'm saying, I don't really, be honest with y'all, I don't really be wanting to talk about the notary business like that. I like it. It's a blessing. I have nothing bad to say about it. But it's not all what people make it cracked out to be. I have to be honest with you all. That's why I don't come on here and talk about it a lot. I do share with you all when I do have closings, what it looked like, to get started, go out and everything like that. It's just that, it's just a lot, and I don't want to be the person that's on here trying to make it sound like I'm discouraging y'all, but I am the person on here that's being real with y'all. Like, it's not always what people say it's cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want y'all to get discouraged, or like, well, I want to change and I want to try something new. I would never discourage you from trying something new. Yes, try something new. Do something that you've never done before. Being a notary public has been a blessing to me. I will not ever change it. I love the experiences I've had, the good and the bad. But I'm the last person on here that's going to tell you, you know what I'm saying, go full force into it. And let me tell you why. You ready for this? Everyone that's in business isn't business minded. Everyone in the business aren't professional. Okay. I got into this thinking that, okay, I'm gonna be a notary public, and I'm going to do loan closings, right? So I'm going to be dealing with, real estate transactions, people, in the real estate world, attorneys, realtors, people that bought houses, buying houses, selling houses. And I'm thinking my expectations, for which you should never have expectations of people, my expectations was that people are going to be having a certain level of integrity, professionalism, and coof about themselves, but they don't, but they didn't. And I mean, I got disappointed very quickly. I found my experience was some good, some not so good. That long as the job get done, it don't matter if it get done correctly, ethically, or what. Just long as you get it done, you get it done right then and there. And I'm like, well, I know what I'm supposed to do and what I can't do. So now you're trying to tell me. And don't forget to share my live, y'all. If I have any notaries on here, you want to join in, just let me know and talk about your experiences. And that's another thing. Like in the Facebook groups, there wasn't really a safe space for us to share what we was going through or share what we was going through. Okay. There wasn't a very, very safe space to share what we was going through. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, you go to the Facebook groups, because this could be very lonely, you know what I'm saying, being a loan signing agent, not really having anyone around you to do that. And to be honest with you, a lot of people that I started with that I thought were, gonna be my notary buddy, they just ghosted me. You don't hear from them anymore. I don't hear from them anymore. I sent emails. They don't answer my emails. I sent, text messages, phone calls. People, it is like that. And that was very discouraging too, because I don't have nobody around me personally that does this. And I've tried, but that's not what this is about. This is about like my truth, for which, people can come at me how they want to come at me, because at the end of the day, it's still my truth. And if you get in this and you stay in as long as I have, it will maybe be your story, a similar story. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. See if anybody want to join on with it. And if you don't want to join in, that's fine. I don't know what that is. TikTok be doing some weird stuff, so I don't be honest. I don't go live that much, but I wanted to come on here today and talk to you about my experiences being a notary and thinking about if I want to continue, renewing my commission this year. And I don't know, I'm just kind of like all over the place, but I'm just talking to you all because y'all might be feeling the same way and y'all don't have anyone to talk to about neither, you know what I'm saying? And you might not have the money to book a consultation with somebody one-on-one, so let's talk, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk. This is a safe space with me, to talk to me about it, or just listen to my thoughts, my feelings. You might have been feeling the same way. Like, I've had people that reach out to me, and I never tell nobody's name. I never will. You might guess or assume who I'm talking about, but I never, because I'm not like that. That's just not me. But I've had people reach out to me, and I met with them one-on-one, and after I've told them, and I've shared this with you all before, after I've shared with them the details and what all you have to do to be a loan signing agent, they don't want to do it no more. They don't want to meet up with me. I might try to reach out to them. They done moved on to something else. And that's fine. I'm thankful, because you don't want to get into this too deep and too heavy, and you find out I don't like printing papers. You know what I'm saying? I don't like traveling to different people's houses. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how sometimes I'm spoken to or I'm sent an email and I just left the person's house 5 minutes and you want to know, have I dropped the documents? Have I scanned the documents? Have I did this? All this kind of stuff. But when I'm in the middle of the closing, I can't get no assistance. I'm getting sent to emails. I'm getting sent to, not the voicemail. I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality of it. Not everybody's reality, but that is the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times people don't talk about that stuff, And I just felt like, today was a day to open myself up and let you all know, like, it really be going down like that. Like, it really be going down like that. You know what I'm saying? So, if I want to continue being a notary public, I think about it. I've tried general notary work. My experience with general notary work was good. I would not complain. I'm not on here to discourage nobody. I'm on here to speak my truth and tell you my experiences. And general notary work is what's up. You know what I'm saying? I dibble dabble a little bit fingerprint, ink fingerprint roll, which I like that. But at the end of the day, it's about marketing. It's about marketing. If you're not comfortable putting yourself out there, you know what I'm saying, talking to people, negotiating things, that's the biggest thing. I think my biggest weakness was negotiating. Like, someone will call me and, they'll talk about, and I know my fee's my fee, I know that too, but people will call like, oh, well, like for general notary work, someone will call me, I'm like, okay, how many documents you need notarized, saying how many people, do you have a valid ID, a physical valid ID, because I had to start getting to the point where I had to start saying a physical ID, because sometimes in the beginning they would get me hemmed up, and I go to them, I travel to them, and they have it on their phone, or when I get there, all of a sudden they ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Or they never had it, or it's expired. They knew it was expired. Oh, you can't use it anyway. All this kind of stuff. Or, I'm traveling out of town. I don't have, all this type of stuff. And it was just a lot of stressful. And yes, you can, say you want to, like, what's that fee? A upfront travel fee, for which that's fine. But my experience with that, now y'all just hear me out with that right there, that upfront travel fee. Excuse me. I had this one experience where I tried it, right? And the lady was like, okay, she was buying a car for somebody. So I got there a little early, which was cool. She was there, but the person she was buying the car wasn't there yet. But because she had charged me a travel fee, and I had told her and once I get there, I can't wait no more than 5 minutes. Now I told her that. But since she had given me the travel fee, and everything was being done through text, you know what I'm saying? I get there, and the person, she's there, but the person who she's buying the car from wasn't there yet. She said, oh, well, he's coming. He's coming. You know what I'm saying? So I like, okay. So I said, well, ma'am, I told you I can't wait no more than 5 minutes. I will have to leave. So all I got paid was my travel fee, which was, at the time, was $25. $25. So I just got paid $25. And that was it. And I had taken out time, because I was just at home chilling. I wasn't doing anything. But she called. She said, she's trying to buy a car. And I know how it is. You get to come across some money. You ain't had a car for a while. Blase, blase. You found somebody trying to sell your car. Blah, blah, and you need somebody to notarize. You already ain't got nowhere to the DMV or to nowhere. So you contact a mobile notary. Yeah, here I am. And I'm here to, and I can come to you. So, whoop-de-whoop. So that was one experience, right? And I've had multiple experiences. I've had experiences where, the title had already been signed. I can't notarize that. I don't care what the notary before who you knew, your cousin them, your grandma them, your papa them, done. I can't notarize a signature already signed, paperwork already signed. So I had to get in the habit of telling people, please, if you need something notarized, please do not sign it until I get there. That's what I had to learn to do. And that's what I did. So, back to my rant. Am I going to continue being a notary? I want to. I think it's just like today is a good day for me to reflect on my business. You can have policies, processes, procedures, all that down pat. But finding your right target client, that's what people don't talk about. Trying to find the client for you. Trying to find the right client for you. The right person who's going to be able to, you're going to be able to add value to them. And in return, they're going to add value back. And that's what I'm trying to get at today. So if you're thinking about becoming a notary public, you're kind of on the fence about it. You hear about all this money possibly could be made, and it's true, you can make that type of money, but you're gonna have to get out here and grind and hustle day in and day out to make it do what it do. And that's all there is to it. And I wouldn't lie, I wouldn't deter y'all no differently and tell y'all, what I'm saying, that it's not possible, because it is possible. Y'all see on TikTok, you'll see people posting what they make. I won't share with y'all what I make, because it's none of y'all concern, but I can tell you that it is possible. And I'm telling you that it's possible. But it's just people on here messy, and what I make is what I make, and I'm happy with it. I've told people that you can at least make $4,000 a month as a loan signing agent. I've never made $4,000 a month just doing general notary work, but you can make at least $4,000 a month as a loan signing agent in North Carolina. Now people say, okay, North Carolina is an attorney state. All that means is that the attorney isn't involved in that real estate transaction or real estate closing. That's all that means. That does not mean that you can't get work in North Carolina. Yes, you can get work in North Carolina. What that means is an attorney is involved in that real estate transaction, whether it be over the phone, whether you meeting at the attorney's office, or the attorneys have reviewed it, or the paralegal reviewed it, all that kind of stuff, and you have the documents. I've had incidents where I've had closes where I had the attorney on the phone, and the attorney did their spiel, and then I took over, making sure I guided them through the documents, made sure they signed what they needed to sign, made sure they initial what they needed to initial, made sure they date correctly, made sure they got their copies, you know what I'm saying, that they needed, if there was copies required, stuff like that. So yeah, so that's just what I want to come on here and talk about today. And I'm about to get off of here, but enjoy this beautiful day. Get out and be amongst the living. Get out here and do something nice for yourself. Follow me if you want to see more of what I do day for day. I do have a YouTube channel. I do a little bit more like my life, my vlogging on there. I really don't be on TikTok like that. But I want to come on here today because it was in my heart. Because I know a lot of people getting their tax return and people want to figure out what's the next thing. What's the next thing? What's the next thing? And I also tell y'all, if you was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, be putting you up some money, saving some money for your retirement, because we do not want to be broke. We do not want to be broke and struggling and poor in our older age where we cannot work any longer. And we can't do Walmart greeters no more. They took that. They done got rid of that. You know, back in the day, if you was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, you know, you little joke, you'd be like, oh, I could be a Walmart greeter. You ain't no Walmart greeter, because them Walmart greeters sometimes have an attack of thieves and people stealing stuff from the stores. And now at my Walmart, because I live kind of like in the hood, like, you know, in the lower part of the area, them Walmart people, you can steal all you want. They gonna be right, half the time they be on their damn phone anyway, excuse me, because they be on their phone. They ain't watching you, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna be no Walmart greeter. So saying all that to say this, hey Dawn, hey April, hey Chosen Child, saying all that to say this, if you was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, put you up some money. You got your tax return. I'm telling y'all from experience. And all you younger people out here listening to me, if you find this video, I got so much money back over the years. I could have been a millionaire by now. Had I just known to invest my money and just let it grow, I could have been a millionaire right now. Year after year, getting all that money back. I could have just invested it. But now it's like you when you know better, you do better. So now I'm at the point now I just want to tell y'all, I want to shout to the hilltops, put your money away, because there's no guarantee for nothing. We have a new person in office, and it's not about politics. We just don't know what's happening. And you don't want to be in retirement or at an age where you can't work any longer. Being a loan signing agent, you have, if you're in a state like me, we don't have RON. We don't have remote online notarization. So you have to physically get in your car and drive to these people's houses. Do you see yourself doing that at 70, 80 years old? Do you? You know what I'm saying? So that's something to consider. I like to do Uber and Lyft. It's no lies, no shade in it. I enjoy it because I enjoy driving. I'm just the type of person who enjoy driving. Do I see myself at 70, 80 years old driving people around? If I got to do it, I will. I'm not talking about if you got to do it. I've had Uber and Lyft drivers who are up in age and still drive just to get them out the house. They are fully retired, but they just want to get out the house. They don't need the money. They just want to get out the house. And that might be my story, or it might not be my story. I personally see myself as an older individual, because I'm 44 right now. I see myself still doing something to generate money, whether hoping that I don't need it, but I'm going to use it. You understand what I'm saying? Be able to bless people, do other stuff for people. That's my whole goal. But what I want to circle back around to is put your money up. Y'all got y'all tax refund. Find somebody who can teach y'all how to invest in dividend stocks where you'll be paid out each month. Find somebody who could teach y'all how to buy some property, tax liens, pay somebody back taxes, and $1,000. Then sit on that property for a year or two, and then redeem that, and then that's your house, that's your land. Find somebody that can educate y'all on that, because that's what I'm doing. I'm not telling y'all nothing that I'm not doing. I'm looking at some property now in a state where people are behind on their taxes, and I'm looking, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to go about go about doing this the right way, where I can pay their back taxes. If they don't redeem it within a year, I believe a year, then I can go for submit everything, and then I can take whole ownership of the property. That's what I'm talking about doing. That's what I'm talking about doing. And I want y'all all to think about it too, because that's something that does not take a lot of money. I seen a property on there with like $750. How often do we not come up with $750? If you got a Google DoorDash, save up each month, each week, cut out Starbucks, cut out eating out, you know what I'm saying? You can find the money to invest in property. I came across this mobile home, and I kid y'all not, I came across this mobile home. They would just want $2,500 for it. And I'm like, dang, if only I had $2,500. But if I would have saved my money accordingly, I would have had $25 to buy a mobile home. $2,500. Now, mind you, the mobile home had to be moved off the property. But just think, if I had $2,500, had I set myself up financially, I could have had the money to move the mobile home off the property and paid to have it moved. You understand? Maybe I could have paid for the mobile home, and then I don't know how I could have worked that deal out. I'm just, just sharing all this stuff because it be coming through my mind. I just be wanting to get it out there to y'all to help y'all try to figure out ways what to do with y'all money. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got $5,000, $10,000, $12,000 back. Just think if you would have bought like 3 mobile homes, and fix them up throughout the year. That's 3 rental properties a year. Keep building your portfolio, and then by the time you're my age, all that rental income, or you can sell them. You good, you set. You ain't got to be out here doing nothing. You could really be on TikTok chilling. You understand? Other than being like me on here trying to find another come up. Then I'm just being real with you. That's how I became a notary signing agent, because I'm like, I can't be a CNA no more. I don't want to be an RN. I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to do physical therapy. I don't want to do respiratory therapy. I don't want to do nothing in healthcare. So what's my next thing? And that's how I came about becoming a notary, a loan signing agent. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, I can make that kind of money, and I ain't got to work 12 hours. I ain't got to work 16 hours. Be away from my children. They raising themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was serious. I was going through some stuff. Me and my daughter was talking, I think it was yesterday, about some things, you know what I'm saying? We were reminiscing and stuff. And although she found it comical, I kind of found it heartbreaking, because I didn't realize, like, a lot of stuff was going on because I was working on the time. I was working all the time, and I wasn't here raising my children. And a lot of y'all can relate, like, you grinding, you doing here, you working in the healthcare field. Like, I was a CNA healthcare tech, and I would work 12, 16-hour days. And sometimes I work 5 days a week. Sometimes I work 7 days a week just to make the money. But I didn't realize that when the more you work, the more taxes they take out. So I never could get up. I never could come up. Even if you go exempt for 6 months, you still got to pay that money back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, open up a business, then you can run it up. You can run up to millions of dollars and pay yourself still enough, you know what I'm saying, where you're not taxed out the yoo-hoo. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to get wise, but the only way I got wise was getting on social media and following people who do it. Listen to people give me little gems along the way. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I just did with y'all. I just gave y'all little gems along the way, little nuggets. But you ought to take with it and do as you wish. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to pay me nothing. I'm just trying to get this information out here while I'm still here and able to give it to you all. That's all. That's been me all my whole life. I just want to give. And sometimes, I feel like that pushes people away from wanting to tap in with me, because I'm always trying to be like, well, what you doing with your life? I don't really say it like that, but it's like that. If you at a place right, and I'm just talking to y'all, if you in a place where you ain't doing nothing with your life, my actions and my comments or my conversation might offend you, because you're not doing nothing with your life. So I had to learn to just be the listener and not the, the person who engaged in conversation. I just had to learn to step back and just listen to people. And a lot of people that knew me from back then see the change in me, that I don't talk a lot. Now I'm talking now to y'all, but before I didn't talk a lot. Before I talked a lot, but now I don't. So the people who knew me back then and who see the change in me now maybe don't even recognize the change. I don't talk a lot, because I'm the type of person, like, I've had all these opportunities, all these things. People talking about they want to start a business, they want to do this, but it's hard work. It's not easy. And people are like, well, Nikki, you do your business. You ain't you ain't got no big house. You ain't got this. You ain't got this. Because I had to humble myself. I had to even realize that, yeah, I got a business, but I'm not a multimillionaire. I'm not. I live in the same house. I ain't moved. I ain't moved nowhere. I got a car. It's a couple years old, but I'm happy. I'm not stressed out. I'm not stressed out. I'm not going to be stressed out because y'all understand, as a loan signing agent, let me tell you something that y'all may not realize. And some of y'all might have realized. As a loan signing agent, you realize that, you know, some of these people that live in these big houses, they not happy. Their children not happy. And some are. Some are happy. Some children happy. But a lot of times people do things for appearance. They have to status quo. They have to live in these type of neighborhoods. They have to drive these type of cars. You know what I'm saying? To feel like they fit into things. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they just find how they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy with what I am, but I want to own my own house. But I'm at the point right now where I know anything can be taken away from me. Just like they took this platform away from us. And a lot of people went over to other different social media platforms like Favorite, Wavery. Instagram is kind of hit and miss. It's another one I'm on too, on Flip. If y'all haven't heard of those platforms, everybody was quickly moving over to those because they took this platform away from us. People's making money. I'm not making money on here. Well, I'm making money on my other account. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm making money on my other account on TikTok. But not on this one. I haven't monetized this one yet. But on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, because people understand it can be taken away from you. So what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that, hey, Kendall, what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that, you know, I want to be able to pay my house cash out. You know what I'm saying? So all I got to worry about my property tax. And when I find out the secret, to make sure them taxes are forever paid on that property, I'm going to come back and share with y'all so y'all can get on y'all P's and Q's too. Because it's a way to do it. It's definitely, it's a trust. It's some, I don't know what it is. If y'all know, please comment down below. How are these people like the Buckingham Palace? Who owns that? Who's paying the property taxes on that? You know what I'm saying? It's another family that's wealthy and had money from years and years and years. Like, a lot of times the children, they don't care. They didn't have to work hard for it, so they don't care. But the property's still in the family name. So I'm just like, I think, was it not Coca-Cola? Who was it? It wasn't Ford. Man, I wish I would have known. I love history, but you know, I'm bad at trying to remember stuff. Like, that's the one thing I'm scared and that's gonna be my problems when I get older, my memory. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I want to be able to pay cash for my house. And if y'all stay with my journey, I'm gonna share with you all what I got going on and how I was able to achieve it, because it's don't nothing happen overnight. It takes time. It takes time for everything to manifest, but you have to believe it. You can't have doubt. You can't walk around in this life and be doubtful. You can't. You just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And I thank you all for watching and tapping into me. Don't forget to give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, whatever y'all do on this app. I appreciate y'all for taking out y'all busy day and time and listening to me. And yeah, thank you.